going to talk about 3 players I am terrified to draft at their current Underdog ADP. If you're a new user at Underdog, you get a first-time deposit bonus up to $100, as well as a free 6-month subscription to RotoWire.com. Just use that promo code you see on the bottom of your screen, RWNFL. Let's start with Davante Adams. It's going around pick 14. And I think he proved definitively last season that he does not need Aaron Rodgers to be an elite receiver in this league. But the vibes in Las Vegas, they have not been good this offseason. This team is a mess. The roster is a mess. The Josh Jacobs situation is a mess. I don't really trust Jimmy Garoppolo to stay healthy. Super hot take there. And, frankly, this is not what Davante Adams signed up for when he asked out of Green Bay to go play with Derek Carr, who is currently a member of the New Orleans Saints. He's a risk that I will let somebody else in my league take on. Next up, we have Jahmyr Gibbs going around pick 36 in Underdog, right around the end of round 3 on average. Love Gibbs' game, love him as a prospect. Actually like the landing spot in Detroit, even if they reached a little bit on draft night. But to me, it feels like he's being pushed up the draft board a little bit too high over the last few weeks. I mean, we're talking late 3rd round. He's going in the 2nd round in a decent amount of drafts. And I get it. There's a lot of hype around this Lions team. They're the deserved favorites in the NFC North. They're on the way up, one of the most exciting and highest scoring offenses in the NFL last season. But I just don't want to jump the gun on a player who has not taken an NFL snap and a player who will, in all likelihood, be in a relatively significant timeshare with David Montgomery. I know Jamal Williams, the touchdown vulture himself, is no longer in town, but I don't think this is just going to be Jahmyr Gibbs' show from week 1 onwards. So the presence of David Montgomery worries me a little bit. And, for an unproven player to be going ahead of Travis Etienne, to me, I don't really love that. I view Jahmyr Gibbs as closer to the Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon zone, closer to pick 45 or 50. Okay, we finish out with J.K. Dobbins. I know we're talking about a guy who's basically going in the 6th round here. His ADP over the last week in Underdog drafts has settled in around pick 60. So you're not paying a massive price for J.K. Dobbins. If it doesn't work out, it might not tank your entire season, but it might prevent you from competing for that overall prize on Underdog. His ADP is actually down a few spots in the last week, but still going as high as the top 40 in some drafts over the last couple of weeks. That's way, way too high for me. Love J.K. Dobbins, the player, but he's been banged up. He's on the preseason PUP list as we speak. He's already barking about his contract as well. Never really got fully healthy last season, only ended up appearing in 8 games. And I think there's a chance this season when we look at this Ravens offense that it's a less run-heavy approach. Even if J.K. Dobbins stays mostly healthy, might not be looking at the same usage. Obviously, they leaned on him when he was healthy, when Lamar Jackson was out of this lineup. We hope Lamar's healthier in 2023. For me, I would rather pass on J.K. Dobbins, wait, another 10 to 15 picks, wait a full round, get someone like Cam Akers, get someone like Alexander Madison, maybe even go down into that Dameon Pierce, Rashad White tier and pick up somebody who maybe doesn't have as much upside, but I feel a little bit better about health-wise. If you're a new Underdog user, again, take advantage of that first-time deposit bonus. It's a great deal. You can get up to $100 free to use at your discretion on Underdog. Grab that free 6-month subscription to RotoWire as well. Just use our promo code RWNFL.